Today we're going to be talking about moving from shame to empathy. Hi, I'm Haya Barmani. In order to move from shame to empathy, we need to understand what shame is. Shame is an internal feeling, an emotion, an internal being. According to Brené Brown, it causes people to feel trapped, powerless, and isolated. In her research, she categorized the reasons for shame into 12 main categories. And then she defined something called shame resilience. And one of the tools to help shame resilience is empathy. Today, we're talking about building empathy to overcome shame. First step towards moving from shame to empathy is to recognize the feeling of shame. It is a physical and emotional feeling. It is a painful feeling of I'm unworthy of love and belonging. And the less you talk about it, the more you get it. It grows in secrecy. It grows in silence. It grows with judgment. And one of its antidotes, empathy. So how do you have empathy for yourself? Practice critical awareness. When I feel unworthy of love and belonging because I'm too fat, for example, I need to understand that the idea of being thin and beautiful was brought by the diet industry and the beauty industry. So it's not only something that's in me, it's also something that's outside me. Or it could be that it was a message that was given to me from when I was a kid that is beautiful. Could be. Understand what I'm saying by critical awareness, which is something that Brené Brown talks about, is what are the experiences that caused this pain and this shame to be in me? And why did I believe it? When it comes to the beauty industry, I believed it because that's the constant messages that I'm getting. When it comes to the family messages, it's because that's the constant messages that I've been getting from my family. And when it comes to me, it was my way of having a reason for feeling unworthy. What are the programs, the global programs that are around me, like I said, that feed this shame? Once I understand what made it come about, once I've acknowledged it and I've understood what made it come around, and I'm not alone in this, I can start to have empathy. I can understand, okay, and be able to see the world as others see it. And I can start being non-judgmental towards myself and others. Understand the feelings and communicate my understanding of the other person's feelings. It's a skill, and I've spoken about it over and over again. So, actively giving and receiving empathy is something that I can give to myself and others. How? By connecting to my own experiences. So I can dig deep within me and understand how my feelings and what my feelings are and express that back to others. It helps me to talk to a friend, to acknowledge it and journal it so I know I'm not alone, so I can move forward. One of my biggest shames, I want to be a superwoman who has it all and does it all, who's a mother, who's a business owner, who's an employee, who's a family member. Guess what? There are times when I mess up. The difference between feeling guilty about it, I messed up, and shame, I'm a mess. By talking about it, I'm able to alleviate it from myself and realize, guess what? We all have our ups and downs. We all have our good days and bad days. It's okay. Empathy moves us into meaningful relationships. As Brené Brown puts it, empathy is connection. It is the ladder out of the ladder out of the shame hole. Talk shame to move from it. If you want support from me to move from shame to empathy, please contact me on raya@rayabarwani.com. And if you want to know more about how I operate, please visit my website on www.rayabarwani.com. Thank you. Have an amazing day.